It is now my pleasure to invite to the stage Mr. Ian Levine from the Business Development Corporation of Canada to the stage to present our next award.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name, as mentioned, is Ian Levine. I'm with BDC. I am the Senior Advisor for Indigenous Entrepreneurship. That's a mouthful. What I do is actually work with Indigenous businesses throughout Ontario and Quebec. I cover both provinces, and I get the joy of working with Indigenous people every day. I myself am a member of the Wendat First Nation, born and raised off reserve, but fishing, hunting, trapping, doing all the wonderful things we do. I'm not going to get into all the details of what we do specifically, but what I do want to say is, and I shared this story with our group from the table last night, I call myself slime mold. And people go, what are you talking about? And slime mold, as Indigenous peoples, we've always learned through story, through the teachings of our elders, and we view nature, and we understand there's an intelligence to nature. We understand that we've been viewing it and archiving it and understanding it for generations, and slime mold is no different. And what slime mold does, it's a mycelium that tracks out and finds nutrients and then returns to its center with the path of least resistance to its center. And other cultures have figured this out as well. In the Japanese culture, they took a picture of Tokyo, placed it down, put oats on the most populated areas within their city, put slime mold in the middle, and watched it work. It went out, it found out all the populated areas, and found the path of least resistance back to center, and that is currently how their transit system works. And it is the most efficient public transit system in the world, and they use nature as inspiration. And I thought that was cool as Indigenous peoples, we've always known this. So it's my pleasure today to introduce this award. So I'm honored to present the Indigenous Skills and Employment Leader Award. And just to be clear, this will scroll up on the screen. Okay, good. Because I have it here as well. The award honors a trailblazer with more than 3 decades of dedicated service advising Indigenous skills and development and employment opportunities. The award recognizes a lifetime of mentorship, advocacy, and transformative leadership. The award is going to Sheila Kolola. Sheila has served over 30 years with the government of Nunavut in education, administrative, executive roles. She served in various leadership roles which focused on her passion around education, on-job training, and promoting Inuit employment in all sectors across Nunavut. Sheila retired from the public sector and accepted a position with the Inuit organization. She is currently the president and CCO of Kakavik Association, a nonprofit community economic development organization serving Inuit in the Baffin region. Under Sheila's leadership, Kakavik delivers programs that strengthen communities through training and employment, childcare, youth initiatives, and business development, all grounded in Inuit priorities and community needs. In October of 2023, Kakavik, in partnership with the Kikit, and I'm going to do my best. I've been practicing all morning. Kikatane Inuit for Indigenous Communities Infrastructure Fund to co-invest in building a new childcare facility in Sinarajak, Arctic Bay and Pond Inlet, helping create a stronger foundation for families and future generations. It's my pleasure to award this to Sheila.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure. It's all yours.
So that's how you guys cheat. Sheila Kolola, I did prepare a speech under the assumption that Kakavik Association was going to be nominated, until my staff told me last week, oh, by the way, you'll be nominated for this award. Thank you for the acknowledgement. I congratulate all those that were nominated today, because you're all winners. Your teams appreciate you, and it takes a community to create opportunities. Although I've worked most of my life in positions that help fellow Inuit, I wanted to take this time that I wanted to share about ISET participants and what ISET has done. Kakivak Association, Kakivak, Kakivak Association has been asked, how does ISET funding help your fellow Inuit? And I have a few examples I want to highlight. Of course, one being one of our awards that was given out to Martha Kajak, who heads the Nunavut Sivunik Savut, that we provide funding for. And that is for our youth and young adults going into post-secondary that encourages cultural self-identity and then going on to further their education. That has been tremendous in shaping our territory in Nunavut. We've also created, as it was mentioned, we're building daycares in remote communities. The one in Sanerayak currently being built and opening in June. While they were building that, we partnered with the construction company to provide pre-trades training so that local Inuit can get in class and on-the-job training and become workers. So now, with that success, we're working on our 4th daycare, and we'll be doing the same. There's so many examples, but you also know you have to get into the foundations of pre-employment training, the basics, where also that you can train local Inuit and team them up with organizations, businesses, and companies in their own community. We had to tell one company, Isuma Productions, you have to wait till she's done, finish her graduation, finish her program. Isuma Productions is the film company that did Attanatduak, the Fast Runner. So now they'll have one of our graduates working for him. So Kakivak is very happy to work with our clientele, 13 communities. We're in a coastal community. We're also into fisheries and marine. And very exciting to continue with the ISET agreements so that we can deliver more programs in the next couple of years. These are just a couple of the examples. I'm very honored to be coming from Kakivak. I'm very pleased to be amongst all of the nominees and my staff, my people. This is why I get up every day. Pidare palleayunga o kasunga go matuin natunga te koa nuna kakasima yuminit ako kitumiote isumagilavo. Thank you again for this award. On behalf of many of my fellow Inuit, we stand by you, Greenland. Koyan na mi.
By the way, I was told to tell you this thing.